Hey, how's it going? So I want to talk about this topic of how do the shitters actually climb, right? So how do these bad players, like kids who are in the same queue as you, and you're wondering, how is he in the same elo as me, right? So I'm just wondering, how do they actually end up in like master tier, diamond? Because I was playing this guy and I was thinking to myself, holy shit, right? This guy is platinum tier. He picks a counter and he can't win the game. Like, this guy has no concept of when to back, how to manipulate wave, when to push, when to slow push, when to hard shove, or when to trade. Just no idea, right? All he knew how to do was press E and run away. That's it. I'm pretty sure his runes were against Tryndamere. He basically knew that he was playing against me. That's why I was like, damn, he's so tanky, for Jax. Normally he's not that tanky. I think he went double armor runes, basically. And all he was doing was just pressing E in the beginning and running away. Now, this was my first game of the day, so I didn't play super well, but I mean, that was the first blood win. We then played the second game, and he picked this champ. I mean, this champ is just complete counter to Tryndamere. It's like a disgusting champion, basically, into Tryndamere. Because she has, well, it's like Gragas, basically. It's just, there's really not much you can do. You can try to first blood her, but the problem is it's quite risky. And if you don't first blood her, she kills you. Like, there is like level 2, you can dive her, basically. You can shove the wave, right? And then you can dive her because level 1, you are a lot stronger than her, right? So you can kind of, that's the only window where you can actually kind of do it. Past that point, once she gets level 3, there is really nothing you can do, honestly. And she clears waves a lot faster. So unlike Akali, who is kind of not super fast at clearing waves, she can clear waves really, really well, right? So she kind of counters you in every possible way. And yet he still lost the game, right? This is like a giga counter to Tryndamere, this champ. Giga counter, right? And I was able to win by 100 CS, basically. So... yeah, so all the time I was thinking to myself, how is this guy platinum? Ugh. Like, how can he pick a counter pick and he still loses, right? So, here is how they climb. Here is how basically the shitters end up in your games, right? Number 1 is counter picking, right? So you pick Tryndamere, they pick Teemo, Lilia, Gragas. This is automatic lane winning, right? When you think about that, okay, I can beat them, but 99% of other Tryndameres are just going to be sitting on the turret getting killed all the time, right? Because they're not as proficient as me on the champion. Like, they pick, I don't know, what is it? They pick Yasuo, the shitter picks Darius. It's an automatic win of the lane. Does that make sense? Right, so this is like brain dead. In League of Legends, to fix this, right? Let me just create a column to the right. Yeah. Like, to fix this, they need to can pick mirror matches. Right, so they pick Gragas, you pick Gragas. They pick Nasus, you pick Nasus. Does that make sense? So this gets completely eliminated then. But they're not gonna do that. Alright, losers, winners queue. Yeah, so that's natural. They just... this is kind of the same as this, to be honest with you. Well, no. Well, losers queue, like, like, basically... there's a mechanism where they just get to win for free because, they don't have to do anything, they just win. To fix this, you need skill-based matchmaking, basically. That's how you fix this. Brain dead champions, yeah. You can just pick Yuumi support and just climb to Masters if you play 3K games, as long as you just do the basic stuff. Right, so mirror matches will fix that. Dodging, yeah. So he goes, he picks Nasus, they pick, who will be like super giga counter to Nasus? Mordekaiser is one of them. Illaoi, right? He looks at the, he picks Nasus, they pick Illaoi, he just dodges, right? So that's like kind of like a dodging a loss. They kind of already fixed this a little bit, right? And playing 3K games per season, we know in League of Legends there's a rotation mechanism where, you know, if you play bazillion games, you're gonna climb. As long as you don't hard int, right? And because they're counter picking most of their games, they're not gonna hard int, they're gonna auto win the lane, right? So that's it, right? And that's how the shitters end up in your game, right? So the guy picks a counter pick, and he can't win the game against like a player who's actually proficient. But if you put him into the system, if he plays enough games, he'll end up in Masters, right? So to answer your question, I'm just answering the question: how do they end up in my games? That's how, right? Now note, there is no skill in here involved, no skill, because this guy played. You remember, he played 2 different champions. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, he doesn't even main Jax, right? So he's Platinum MMR. He plays mid lane, jungle, and support. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Oh. Yeah, this guy was diamond tier, and he was planning to show me how he's gonna beat me on Aram. Anyway, there's your answer, right? There's your answer. Because like for a player to get better, he has to watch his replays, he has to practice stuff like, you know, last hitting, map control, macro, and all that stuff. None of these players do this. I'll tell you that straight away. None of them watch replays like I did. They just blindly play the game, and that's it. And he's gonna be in your Masters promo if he plays 3K games. That I promise you. Alright, so I'm just saying, swap to 1v1, much better. Because none of this works in 1v1. He can't really counterpick because he doesn't know what I'm picking. I know I have Tryndamere only as a champion, but realistically speaking, if I pick up another champion, like this is solved. Loser's queue, winner's queue doesn't exist because there is no matchmaking mechanism, right? Brain dead champions, I can pick that too, because there is mirror mode, right? Dodging doesn't exist. Play 3K games, doesn't matter. If you're low skill, this guy can play 5,000 games against me and he's still gonna lose, right? Because I'm just better skilled player. So this is not applicable in one-on-one. Do you see, one-on-one solves all of these problems, all of them. Okay, take care, bye-bye.